Learn Hindi opinion phrases in English.
मेरी राय में
2.
मैं उसे आलोचनात्मक रूप से देखता हूँ.
Welcome to the Great Opinion Circus. Hey, you're about to learn how to sound thoughtful in Hindi without accidentally sounding like an angry potato. Today, you'll practice useful opinion phrases you can actually say out loud. Imagine a room full of people arguing about tea, traffic, movies, and whether the office printer is secretly evil. You walk in calmly and begin with,
मेरी राय में
in my opinion. Suddenly, everyone pauses, even the printer. That phrase is your polite key to entering a discussion. You can also say,
मेरे दृष्टिकोण से
from my point of view, when you want to sound a bit more formal and thoughtful. If you want to sound especially deliberate, use,
मेरा मानना है कि
I am of the opinion that. These are not just words, they are social seatbelts for conversation. Your core phrase. Let's start with the superstar phrase. Say it with confidence, like you're judging a cooking contest you were never invited to. English, in my opinion. Hindi.
मेरी राय में
Example.
मेरी राय में
Yaha kataba bahuda upayogi hai. Example.
मेरी राय में
Hamam jaldi nikolana kaye. Funny memory trick. A parrot refuses to copy anyone and says only.
मेरी राय में
Before choosing snacks. Mini drill. Say it 3 times slowly.
मेरी राय में मेरी राय में मेरी राय में
A more formal view. Now let's put on imaginary glasses and become elegant. You're not just speaking, you're presenting a viewpoint. English, from my point of view. Hindi.
मेरे दृष्टिकोण से
This phrase sounds a little more formal than.
मेरी राय में
Example.
मेरे दृष्टिकोण से
Yaha yojana vyavaharika hai. Example.
मेरे दृष्टिकोण से
Hamam intizara karana kaye. Imagine wearing giant glasses labeled.
मेरे दृष्टिकोण से
Same world, different angle. Quick contrast.
मेरी राय में
Is personal and common.
मेरे दृष्टिकोण से
Emphasizes perspective. The serious thinker voice. Here comes the phrase for when you want to sound like you read reports for fun. Don't worry, no report is actually required. Use.
मेरा मानना है कि
For, I am of the opinion that. It is great when you want to introduce a considered belief. For example.
मेरा मानना है कि यह योजना काम करेगी.
Or.
मेरा मानना है कि हमें इंतजार करना चाहिए.
This phrase feels a little more deliberate than simply saying, I think. It's the phrase of calm teachers, wise uncles, and that one friend who somehow turns every pizza discussion into a philosophy lecture. When your brain reaches a grand conclusion. Sometimes you do not just have an opinion. Sometimes you collect clues, squint dramatically, and arrive at a conclusion like a detective in slippers. English. I come to the conclusion that. Hindi.
मैं इस निष्कर्ष पर पहुंचता हूं कि
Key word.
निष्कर्ष
Means conclusion. Example.
मैं इस निष्कर्ष पर पहुंचता हूं कि हमें और समय चाहिए.
Example.
अंत में मैं इस निष्कर्ष पर पहुंचता हूं कि वो सही थी.
Funny image. A cat studies papers all night, then announces.
मैं इस निष्कर्ष पर पहुंचता हूं कि
Before knocking the papers off the table. The wise advisor phrase. Now let's sound practical and sensible, like the only person in a group chat who has read the actual instructions. For, I consider it sensible, use.
मैं इसे उचित मानता हूं.
The word.
उचित
Means sensible, proper, or appropriate. Example.
मैं इसे उचित मानता हूं. थोड़ा इंतजार करें.
Example.
इस स्थिति में मैं इसे उचित मानता हूं कि हम शांत रहें.
This is a useful phrase in formal discussions, meetings, and any time you want to sound measured instead of dramatic. Polite criticism without throwing tomatoes. You can disagree in Hindi and still sound thoughtful. Yes, this is a superpower. English. I see that critically, because. Hindi.
मैं उसे आलोचनात्मक रूप से देखता हूं, क्योंकि
Key word.
क्योंकि
Means because. Example.
मैं उसे आलोचनात्मक रूप से देखता हूं, क्योंकि आंकड़े अधूरे हैं.
Example.
बैठक में मैं उसे आलोचनात्मक रूप से देखता हूँ क्योंकि हमें और प्रमाण चाहिए.
Imagine a serious cat with glasses and a magnifying glass saying,
मैं उसे आलोचनात्मक रूप से देखता हूँ.
that cat has standards. Mini dialogue mayhem. Time to hear these phrases in action. Relax and follow the conversation like you're eavesdropping on the world's most polite argument. A. What do you think about the plan? B.
मेरी राय में.
Yaha acha hai. A. And from a broader perspective? B.
मेरे दृष्टिकोण से.
Hamam thora intizara karana kaye. A. So what is your considered view? B.
मेरा मानना है कि.
Hamam ora janakari kaye. A. After reviewing everything? B.
मैं इस निष्कर्ष पर पहुंचता हूं कि.
Yojana abi adari hai. A. What is the sensible step? B.
मैं इसे उचित मानता हूं.
Ki hama santa rehem. A. Any criticism? B.
मैं उसे आलोचनात्मक रूप से देखता हूं क्योंकि.
Pramana kama hayam. Quick quiz, no panic. Let's see what's stuck in your brain. If you get one wrong, the imaginary debate parrot still believes in you. How do you say, in my opinion? Answer.
मेरी राय में.
How do you say, from my point of view? Answer.
मेरे दृष्टिकोण से.
How do you say, I am of the opinion that? Answer.
मेरा मानना है कि.
How do you say, I come to the conclusion that? Answer.
मैं इस निष्कर्ष पर पहुंचता हूं कि.
How do you say, I consider it sensible? Answer.
मैं इसे उचित मानता हूं.
How do you say, I see that critically, because? Answer.
मैं उसे आलोचनात्मक रूप से देखता हूं क्योंकि.
Your challenge today. Now it's your turn. You don't need a stage, a suit, or a dramatic spotlight, just your voice. Say one sentence with each phrase. Start with.
मेरी राय में.
Then try.
मेरे दृष्टिकोण से.
Continue with.
मेरा मानना है कि.
Then say.
मैं इस निष्कर्ष पर पहुंचता हूं कि.
Add.
मैं इसे उचित मानता हूं.
Finish with.
मैं उसे आलोचनात्मक रूप से देखता हूं क्योंकि.
Congratulations, you are now dangerously close to sounding thoughtful in Hindi. Friendly goodbye. Nice work today. You learned how to share opinions, viewpoints, conclusions, sensible judgments, and polite criticism in Hindi. Thank you for listening and practicing with me. Keep repeating these phrases out loud.
मेरी राय में. मेरे दृष्टिकोण से. मेरा मानना है कि. मैं इस निष्कर्ष पर पहुंचता हूं कि. मैं इसे उचित मानता हूं.
And.
मैं उसे आलोचनात्मक रूप से देखता हूं क्योंकि.
Practice a little every day and soon your Hindi opinions will sound natural, clear, and impressively calm. Even the evil office printer may respect you.